Fury should have sent me in first. This would have been over a long time ago.
Oh man, I love old school. Well, I don't think that's old school cartoons, but it's like cartoons like that always had me going. How's it going, Matt?
Hey man, how we doing?
It's going. It's going. It's been too long, man. Like there's the bar, there's the Silver Surfer. Yeah.
I know. Has been a minute. It's just been busy, man. A lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah.
going on.
I figured, man. Like,
Baseball season's back. So
kids and everything. Yeah, man. I figured. It's all good.
yeah.
We're keeping your seat warm, so I'm sure you check us out here and there. It's ridiculous lately. So,
Yeah,
but
I do.
that's cool, man. It's good to see you, and it's freaking hot today. It's like I took my cat outside in the backyard, and she was like, "Nope." Yeah, she's
Yeah,
definitely.
weather's crazy, man. Especially here in the DMV.
Yeah,
It's cold and it's warm. It's hot. It flops back and forth.
the power went out around my neighborhood, and it was crazy. Like, because this thunderstorm just rolled in and rolled right out, and I was like, "What's going on, man?" It's like it's supposed to be 50 this weekend too, so I don't know what's going on.
Shoot, it was 80 yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I went for like a long hike too, and I was surprised. It's like no, that was the day before. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Are you getting your tan on? Like you guys are playing baseball right now, right?
Yeah, playing baseball, but a lot of tan.
Do you want to see something funny? Like I found this video like just a minute ago, and you know that song "Started from the Bottom, Now We're Here."
The what?
It goes like "Started from the bottom, now we're here." Watch. We started from here. Do you remember these days? Do you remember this day actually?
Ah,
Watch. You're gonna pull out the flashlight. Watch. Man, this was 7 months ago. Can you believe that?
wow.
There's Cash, Brenton, and Fatal. Such a long time ago, man. There's Jose. What's up, Vibranium? Yeah, man. So
Feels like
you know,
yesterday.
yeah, so long ago. But yeah, man. So do you want to tell us a little bit like what you have in store for us today?
Said it again.
Do you want to let us know? So it's not going to be an unboxing. It's going to be more of a review and our initial thoughts on this one. So do you want to tell us what you got?
Yeah, this isn't an unboxing. After what I did with the Omega Red Wolverine, it was that was a 2-hour extravaganza, and I didn't want any oopsies going on this time. So it's been a while since this was rendered out, and it took a long time for production to actually be delivered. So I want to take my time with it. The other day, yesterday when it came in.
Yeah.
So check it all out and everything. But I was really excited for it. I want to get it to the community. You guys check it out. There's a custom piece. I will say that I wasn't particularly in this group. A buddy of mine was in the group, but out of respect for the group and the process of what happens, he went through everything, got it. He's told me I could get it from him once he gets it in, and so that's how I acquired it.
It sounds.
So I don't know the group, but I know it's a really cool group. I did by chance bumping through Facebook chat with the commissioner, and he seemed like a really cool guy. He was really cool. I just talked to him about the statue itself, and he just gave me a little bit of rundown on it. So that's the 411 on that.
Well, just to give people perspective, here's the box. 2 big boxes, man.
Yeah.
Hey Matt, doesn't it feel like Christmas when you get a box in the front?
Absolutely.
Like, in front of the door, and you're like, I know what this is, but like, you just want to open it like right away.
Well, the funny thing was, I had seen the UPS guy earlier in the day, but he was driving by, and I was like, I'm like, maybe today could be the day. But with the custom, you just get you don't know when it's going to come up. You'll get a number, a tracking number eventually, but it doesn't have any information on it. and then it just shows up. So that's kind of like how this was. I was trying to track it, but I really couldn't. And but I knew it had. And then my buddy had said, it's landed here, so he doesn't know when it's coming, but it'll be here soon. So it worked out pretty good, man.
So I just ran into that experience with my custom Thanos, King Thanos, and I hit the commissioner up. I was like, "Hey, man, everyone's doing unboxings. Everyone's like taking pictures. Where's mine?" And the only thing he said, he was like, "Hey, it's shipped out. I don't know what else to tell you. It's shipped out. You'll get it within the next." And I was like, "I have no patience, man. I need to have it." And then out of the blue, there's like this random box in front of my house, and I was like, "Oh, I ordered some books, but like, it can't come in the box." Like, I had no idea what's gonna be in that box, and then boom, I opened it. I closed it right up because I was like, "Oh, I gotta do an unboxing," you know. I'm glad I did. It's an amazing piece, but yeah, I know the feeling. The feeling's crazy. It's like, yeah.
So that's how it works, man.
So I was gonna ask you, do you want me to get? Do you want to look? I found really good pictures online, really good pictures. But did you want
Absolutely,
to see
yeah.
pictures first or the statue first?
Do some pictures. It doesn't matter to me. We could do either or. It's cool with me.
Okay, I'm gonna do the pictures first because these look really good, and we're gonna have the statue right after. So it's good. So I found these pictures. I want to give this guy credit. Marvix F Model Studios. This guy takes amazing pictures. He took pictures of this Hulk we reviewed the other day. This thing is amazing. But these are all his pictures. You ever find this one, Matt, on the customs? Like, can you get me one?
That Hulk?
No, it's way over. It's like what, $4,000 for this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
I've actually seen it though.
You seen it in person?
No, not seen it in person. No, I've seen another friend that has the other one where he's putting his hand down on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy takes amazing pictures, and he took a picture, luckily, of your statue. And this is it right here. And this is where I got the thumbnail from, actually. So it's like really, really nice pictures.
Yep.
He even took a picture when it was like, what do they call this? A kit?
Yeah, that's the unpainted kit.
Yeah. Sometimes I kind of want one of these, man. Like a really, really
nice
right? one. But I don't want to paint it, but like I kind of want it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be something like a Silver Surfer or something. But yeah. This is like the prototype, the kit before it gets all painted. And yeah, man, this guy took amazing pictures. I guess since you have it unboxed already, what's your opinion or what's like your thoughts on the Wendigo first?
What's my thoughts on the Wendigo?
Yeah.
I've always been, the Wendigo is that creature that's out there. I guess is the Sasquatch or the Abominable Snowman. I always thought it was a cool character. I remember reading a few comics back in the day, that had Wendigo in it. And it was always that Bigfoot Yeti. It was in the snow. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. There's not hardly any Wendigo statues out there. I know Bowen did a Wendigo. There's a custom one that goes for like crazy. The first one that went out went for like it's crazy money where Wolverine's standing over top of him. That's still an awesome piece. So that's a statue that I've always wanted to have, I guess, at some point in time. So when this came along, at first I was kind of, wasn't feeling it at first, but then, over time he kind of grew on me and thought this was one of those epic pieces that'd be really, really cool to have. I mean, it's a really, really, really dope piece, man.
I think the sculpt looks amazing on this one, man. The Wendigo looks like...
The Wendigo sculpt is truly amazing. I mean, the head is it's a big head. The teeth, the hair, the whole nine, man. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah, this almost looks like XM, to be honest. Like, if I were to put a company on this, I'd be like, XM did this thing.
So, yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Because I've got, it's interesting that you said that. Sometimes with the custom groups, they do statues for licensed groups and whatnot, or at least the studios do. And I can kind of relate some of the studios, I guess,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you could like see like who might have done it.
So.
Oh, do you happen to know this? Vibranium Jim is asking who sculpted this piece.
I don't. I do not know.
I forgot his name. I'll get it to you, Jim. Like it's under the statue. His name's right there. All right, so you like the Wendigo. How about Wolverine?
Wolverine's really cool too. It's a really good sculpt. I liken it to the Wolverine. So we mentioned about the studios. This piece looks like it's sculpted like I have the Conan Fury of the Beast.
Yeah.
That's an older sideshow piece. When they did a lot of heavy quality. That's the way the Wendigo is. It's just almost identical to the way the Fury of the Beast is. So if anybody's ever had that statue or have seen that statue in person, you kind of know exactly what it looks like. And this Wendigo is very similar to that. So the quality is really good. The way it's designed is really good. But that's a sideshow piece. So it might be something similar to the sideshow studio or whoever does the sideshow stuff. When I put the Wolverine up, it's kind of similar to the sideshow Wolverine on the Hulk Wolverine dial.
Yeah.
So they're very similar as far as quality. This one might be a little better quality than that one, but very, very similar. So the Wolverine is really cool. It has 3 sculpts and two arm switch outs. Here's one sculpt right here. Here's the main. Yeah, there you go.
I'll bring you up really close really quick.
Put it up there too.
Oops, sorry. Look at you.
See it. There's that one.
I'm all over the place today. There we go. Yeah, that reminds me of the sideshow one, to be honest.
Yeah, very similar to the sideshow. And here's the original, one of the original ones.
I love that old school like costume or uniform they used to have.
So they're well done. Good paint application. It's got texture on the cowl or whatever you want to call it, his mask.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got good texture on it. You can see it. The teeth are done very well. Fell down there.
Yeah, I do love the teeth. The teeth on the top right look like Wolverine. He has like those fangs on the side. But the blood on the top left one, the scars and everything, look.
Yeah, so that's the one that I have actually on him. That's on him right now. I'll move the camera and I'll get a close up of him in just a minute.
Yeah. All right, man. So Wolverine, Wendigo look good. Let's get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna bring up the other camera.
I just think he was falling.
And
See if I can fix this.
let's see if this works like this.
That's better.
There we go. I'll do
All
this
right.
one. It's
So yeah,
huge.
so the concept of it's really, really cool. Obviously, they're fighting in the I don't know if it's the woods or whatnot. I was looking at the base. Typically it's in the snow. So I like the concept of it, of them both fighting, looking at each other eye to eye. It's a typical Wolverine diorama fighting against one of his foes. The design of it's really, really cool too, because it's very simple to put together. It's got the keyholes are the square the square thick ones that go into a slot, and it also has a rod pin that goes into a hole as well. Yeah. So it's like a double key. So that's really, really good. Again, the Wendigo is pretty heavy, so it needs to be supported very well. The tail, again, it also has a big square key that locks in. and it's a magnet as well. The magnets are really, really good and strong. So, and it's just, plug and play. They lock in pretty good. There's no major seam lines. Wendigo does have a seam line on his neck, but I mean, it's his head. So but it's not that noticeable really, especially at the angle that he's at. So it's an awesome design there. Again, it's pretty sturdy once it's locked in. No issues with that. The only thing I would say would be on the weaker side would be the base itself. I think the base looks like more of a PVC type base.
Oh, I know.
So, and then the paint is a little dull. I guess I'd like to see the paint pop a little bit more. But overall, it's still good. I mean, but it's designed so the Wendigo can set in it nice and flat. So it works really good. Similar to the Sideshow Hulk Wolverine dio. I don't know if you guys ever had that, or if anybody has that, they understand what I'm talking about, how the feet go in, and they've got the big the square keys that lock in really good with magnets. But that's the only thing I think is a little down on it would be the base, because it's not. I'd like to see a little bit more pop in the base. It's got leaves on it, but they don't really stand out that much. Again, it's also similar to Conan Fury of the Beast base. I mean, that's one of my favorite statues, though. So that's why I think some guys who worked on some of the sideshow studio stuff may have had their hand on this one too.
This reminds me of the Bowen one, man. Like the Wendigo.
Hold on a second. Say that again.
I was gonna say the Wendigo reminds me of the Bowen edition.
The Bowen Wendigo.
Yeah, he has the same pose.
Yeah. The only thing is though, this was more whitish with gray. I think the Bowen Wendigo has a little bit more blue, has a bluer hue to it, which I would actually prefer it to be a little bit more blue, because that's how they drew it. That's how they had him in the comics.
Yeah. That's right.
So that's that. Wolverine also has another arm. That one's bent at like a 45-degree angle. Here's another one that's more. I think the picture that you have has the extended arm. This is the extended arm.
Could I have that, by the way?
The adamantium claws are not metal.
Is that a letdown for you, or is that like more of like
no,
it is what it is?
Not a letdown at all. They're fantastic. They look cool. They have a little bit of blood on them. It's kind of hard to see, but
it's kind of like matte almost.
It's just that the Omega Red Wolverine one, they were metal.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
all right, I'm gonna put the pretty lady back on the big screen. There we are. It looks great, Matt. It's tall though. It looks super tall.
This thing it's really big. I will put some pictures of it in comparison to the Omega Red Wolverine and the Sideshow Hulk Wolverine. But now the Hulk Wolverine is a 1/5 scale, so
yeah,
you got to keep that in mind.
But wow, like the anatomy on that guy's back on the Wendigo's back.
Oh yeah, the Wendigo.
Yeah, for him having fur and everything,
sick.
you could actually see the muscles back there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see his lats.
Road Dog says, "Steve, good to see Matt in his element."
Road Dog.
Alan says,
just taking
awesome
a little break,
piece,
man. That's all. I'll be back.
John says, looks incredible. Yeah, everyone's saying it looks great, man.
It is, man. It's an incredible piece, man. I gotta give the guys credit, the group credit for this, for pulling this off. They did a fantastic job. The communication was, I guess I said I wasn't in the group, but I do know that any questions that were asked were always answered. It did take this piece a long time to get delivered. I don't understand why, but it's a custom piece. It's who knows? It could be anything from, it getting put on the back burner, issues or problems or design, whatever, who knows? but they did deliver, and they delivered big. So I got to give them credit for that. So hats off to the guys who did this piece.
Ed COVID says, had to take a break from my unboxing to watch homie Matt.
Thanks, Doc.
Hey,
I know Doc was waiting on something. Doc, we got to know what you got, man. You got to post the pics. I don't know what it was you were getting.
Get on the freaking camera right now, man. Let's see it.
I know, right?
Yeah, look, Matt's doing it. Matt's doing it with 2-3 cameras back there.
I know, right, man?
Oh, man.
The head on this thing, the head on the Wendigo is really, really big. And it's really good in detail. I'm going to take one of the cameras so I can get some close up.
Yeah, take your time.
Of it. Let me,
Matt, he said he got a custom surfer. I mean, custom surfer, there's like 50 of them. Which one?
I know. Which one did he get?
All right, you guys. Man, this is crazy. How tall is it, Matt? Like 30, 32 inches, 29 inches?
You know, I'm not sure, Steve. Hey, you know what? Hold on. I got to take it.
Yeah, whenever it's
Put
good.
this camera off. You're right back.
Yeah, take your time.
Entertain people.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Ed COVID, man, you gotta show that thing on camera, man. Make them jealous. The big ass one that Astro got last year, I've always wanted. Oh, with the big ass, with the big ass portal. I know what you're talking about. That one's good, man.
I'm back.
That box is stupid big. The box by itself, Ed, is crazy.
Yes, sir. You nailed it. 30 inches.
30 inches, yeah.
30 inches tall. I guess I will go by where his finger is, which is outside the base. So I can say a good 22 and a half wide this way. And
you got a spot for him?
yes, sir.
Oh, snap. Okay. New house, new shelves, right?
Yeah. And I'd say the depth is probably about maybe 19, 20 inches.
So it's like 22 by 30 by 19. That's pretty big, man.
Yeah.
Man.
It is. Let me see if I can this camera around here.
Ed, man, look at Matt. Matt has 3 cameras now that he's gonna use. You got to pull up one, Ed. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, look, Ed. He's gonna pull up the third one. Oh. I'll mute it for you. I got it. You're good. I'm gonna remove the one that's looking at your bar, so maybe that'll help with your bandwidth, and I'll take care of that right now. And I will ban kick from studio. Okay, I think you should be good now.
Now I gotta figure out how to turn the camera. Like flip the camera.
I think if you're using a different phone, you'll have to allow permissions on it if you haven't already. Ed's making excuses. He says, I just got home from son's training. I'm eating. I'm kidding. It's all good, Ed. Next time. We'll look forward to the pictures.
You know what? Go back to the other camera, and then I'll just use that from behind the bar.
Okay.
I forgot I'll just rotate him around.
Yeah, you're good. I'll get this guy out. Kick. All right, man. Isn't this thing huge though? Like, pause, but like, God, that's like. He said 30 inches tall. No thanks. Yeah, man. Like, here's some more pictures, and then. This thing's just a beast. I love the portrait on the Wendigo. That looks just like a Wendigo, you know? If someone were to say Wendigo, I'd be like, that's Wendigo right there. Or a Wendigo. Man, like, Ed, if you ever want to do an unboxing, man, like, I know a lot of people don't like doing unboxings of customs because of the size, feel free to do it here, man. We got all day here, so just let me know. All right, his camera's coming back. Oh, we got him. All right. And I will unmute you. Yep, we got you. Just like from far away, it looks huge. It looks like it takes up the whole bar.
All right, there we go. Some good close-ups. It's pretty dope, eh?
Yeah, the teeth are like catching my eye, and like the freaking sculpt on his face. Yeah, it's amazing.
His eyes are white. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, like Jose says, the texture looks great.
Oh, it is. It's amazing. They did a really good job. The sculpt. This is the other sculpt. It's on Wolverine. And over here. And you can see the adamantium.
Yeah, it's like on the very tip of like his like cheekbones and right under his chin. That's crazy. This is a nice piece. Which is your favorite piece? Do you like this statue more than the other custom Omega Red vs. Wolverine?
I really like this piece. I think it's fantastic. I think the Omega Red Wolverine, still the concept of that one is just you know, that's amazing. The fact that Omega Red's got his tendril, whatever you want to call it, in Wolverine's side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Wolverine has the look of agony on his face is just really, really cool.
Slifer saying, I like. Slifer says, I like that it's not overly bloody, and I completely agree with that. Like they put too much blood splatter usually. Overly bloody.
Yeah, I agree. I like pieces like that aren't, you know, that are clean a little bit, not overly bloody. Some people like the blood though. Here goes the hand, the gloves.
Oh yeah, could you put your hand against that? I heard that thing. That hand is like, oh okay. It's pretty big, man. Right? It's almost like human size.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's
for quarter scale, that's pretty big, I think.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely a true quarter scale.
Wow. Oh, I see what you mean with by the base. You said it's like PVC looking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just the base. The rest of the statue isn't like that.
I love the dirt on his knee and around his thigh. That's like realistic. I like that.
And you see, there's a very, very faint seam line for his head, but again, it's his head, so it's underneath the vein in his neck.
Yeah, I like that.
It's really, really cool.
I love the fur too. The fur. Oh wow, look at that. I love how they did the wrinkles around his like his fingers.
Yeah, his knuckles.
His knuckles, yeah. That looks insane.
Yeah, so. And there's a lot of great detail on Wolverine's boots. And I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, the stitching and like the texture around his like shin and everything.
Stitching, the texture, the cuts, the blood, and it's highlighted pretty good. Same thing with Wendigo.
Yeah, that looks like a fresh slash, you know? That looks really good. Could you take or can you get close to that where he gets stabbed on his shoulder? Because I've always wondered how that looked like. Because he's stabbing him, right?
Yeah. So this is that arm is actually a switch. It's not a switch out, but it's a separate piece. And you have to put it in at the same time as you're putting Wolverine on.
Oh, so you set him down at the same time.
Right.
Wow.
And it's got little slots for it to go in.
Sometimes the engineering on these custom pieces is like, it's kind of exaggerated, but man, the overall effect after is amazing.
Yeah.
I love his fur, man. The fur on the Wendigo is like really like perfect.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, the hair.
It was packaged very well. The typical custom box came in 2 boxes. It had the straps. There is no art box, but it did have straps. Each piece. Now there's supposed to be some like little mushrooms and leaves and stuff. I didn't really get into all that to get them out.
Yeah.
I guess I will, but at some point you can see the little holes form.
Yeah. The mushroom looks cool. I like the mushroom.
Yeah. But, you know, they're typically fighting the snow. So, you know, I may give it to Nick or ask Nick to maybe add some snow on the base a little bit. Do something to it.
Nick's our doctor. Nick's the painter. Nick's the sculptor. Yeah. Nick's the doctor.
Yeah.
He can make stuff like that happen.
But I'm really digging this piece. It's really cool. It goes really good with the other Wolverine dioramas. You know, if you guys see this piece out there, you know, I'd suggest it's a good piece to have in your collection if you're into it. It's again, the ES is only 60, ES 60.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty low ES. And, you know, it's one of those rare pieces. I don't care what number I have of the ES, but I do care about how many are made. So
you're in the same boat John is, so that's good.
That's it.
Looks great, man. I know you're getting really close, but like this camera right here is just like look how it's like half your torso basically. It's like it's a huge piece.
It's a big piece.
Yeah.
It's like right here.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. No, it's a big piece. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta give these guys credit for pulling this off. It's a really good piece. I'll post on CNP pictures of it next to the Omega Red Wolverine. What's up, Keesus?
Number one hater right there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know if he's number 1, 2, or 3. I don't know anymore.
I just want to hear what's wrong with it. Somebody tell me what's wrong with it. Tell me what they don't like about it.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, what doesn't like anybody like about it? Ed COVID says my surfer is number 69. Not gonna lie, I dig that number. Of course, one of us had to get it right. Yeah, so that's a good question. Like, what don't we like about it?
For me, the only thing I don't like about it is, I guess, I wanted to see the base pop a little bit more. I think the leaves could have been a little bit more greener, maybe. They blend in a little bit too much.
Oh, the greenery, yeah.
The quality of the base, you know, I guess, I've got from different studios, Sideshow, XM, Queen, and Prime One. So this is more in lines of a Sideshow studio base. So this is more in lines of Sideshow base. The statue, it's great quality. It's the quality of old school Sideshow. If that makes any sense to maybe some of the older collectors, you know what I'm talking about. But right on line with XM sort of. So I think that's it. Again, the statue itself, the detail and everything else is awesome. It's just the only thing I think could have been better would have been the base. So, I don't know.
So I'm gonna read some comments really quick. Ed COVID says something he doesn't like about it is that I don't like that I don't have it. That's a good one. Road Dog says Wolverine brought claws to a claw fight. Kisa says I like this piece. I think fur on any piece is a hard concept to do. Jose's trying to sell his for $3,500 to Ed.
Oh, Jose's got one?
It looks like. Vibranium Jim is asking, does the Wendigo teeth have a gloss finish to it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
It's pretty good, too.
So something I don't know if I don't like it or if I can't like tell by the camera, but his arm digging into the not Omega Red, into the Wendigo seems kind of stretched out. Like it looks too long on the Wolverine guy. Or does it look like in proportion?
From an anatomy perspective?
Yeah.
I guess maybe, but
Like his wrist looks like it's elongated to his like arm or something.
Yeah, I guess you could. I guess so. His arm does look a little bit big in comparison to his head.
Oh, that, yeah. I think that's how he always is, though. But other than that, his arm looks great right there. But then you see his head, you're like, dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks great. I love it when they do the freaking like the hair on his arm. I know a lot of people don't like hair on his arm, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, you can see it. It's hard for me to glare.
There it goes. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. They added extra.
Yeah, he's a hairy dude.
So other than the base, anything else like you want to call out on this one? It looks great overall, to be honest.
No, I think they did a fantastic job. Ease of putting it together. The engineering aspect of it's really good. The magnets are really strong. The keys fit in nice. They lock in good. No issues there. Maybe if they would have had this sculpt with the newer cowl or mask that he wears.
Oh yeah, that'd be
cool. The ripped. I like the new one as opposed to the OG feline looking one.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that his face is all ripped up here with the adamantium showing. So I'll probably keep this sculpt on it when I display it. And maybe one more sculpt would have been cool, but nah, man. I mean, I've got nothing but good things to say about this piece.
I like it a lot. I love how like in pictures like you can never tell how tall it is, but like showing it like in this camera right here, it's insanely big, and like the paint sculpt on everything is great. Do you think the base is that color because it's like in a cold environment, like the soil is already?
The thing that kind of looped me there, because usually they fight in a cold environment, but this is more like a tropical base. It's got green leaves and wood. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would think they would maybe put some snow on it or something like that. Again, that's kind of like what I'm going to do. Even his toenails have a little shine to them. That's toenails. Get some clippers out, bud.
Yeah. Somebody was going to say it. Honestly, I love the fur, man. I don't have one statue with fur, and I've seen it at the doctor's house. Like he has a couple of statues with fur. Fur adds like another level to it.
Yeah, it does. You see how this one's here on this one.
And it's not all the same too. It looks like, some of it's going one way, the other part's going the other way. That looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm just the head is impressive too, man. It's a big head.
So I think you already answered this. Vibranium Jim is asking, do you think the Wendigo needs some blue shading?
Yes, I did answer that. I agree. The Wendigo does need some blue shading. I would like to see the Wendigo with more blue, just a more hint of blue, like a powder blue.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit. It's kind of a whitish, and it's got a little bit of brown and gray in it. It's kind of like, you ever see like a LED blue light versus like a regular incandescent, the old school incandescent ones. One's a little bit more yellow and the other one's a little bit more bright blue.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. 3000K versus 5000K.
Yeah, but it still looks a white. It's like a blue white.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how this guy is. He's got that white to him you can tell it's not white, but I think if it had more blue in it, I think it'd be really, really, really cool. So.
I know Mr. X does this, but like, does it have that X factor? Like, are you like 100% satisfied with your purchase, your new statue?
Absolutely. It does have the X factor.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those pieces could go up in value. Right now, obviously nothing's going up in value.
Yeah.
That's the way stuff is. But again, it's a rare piece. It's a cool piece. Easy design. It's going to be around for a while. It does have the X factor. Like I said, the only two things that really kind of sort of took the excitement away for me was the length of time from render to delivery. I mean, it's been a long time. I think this thing was rendered, man, I don't know if it was before COVID or the year of COVID. Yeah, I remember seeing this. I was at my brother's house at Thanksgiving, and I think that was like right after the lockdown.
Yeah.
So that tells you how long it's been, I think. You know, so that, and again, I said what I want to say about the base, but it's not a deal breaker by any means whatsoever. I get why they did what they did. I mean, it's a big, heavy piece. And I guess at some point, you know, if you put too much detail into the base, you'd have to sacrifice something in the statue. And I'd rather what they did with the base than sacrifice anything on the statue. So it worked out really well.
Hey, Matt, can you give it a spin-a-roni really quick on this camera? Let's see how it looks like.
On this one?
Yeah. Like spin it really quick. I'm going to leave this camera up. It looks, we haven't used this camera yet.
Which camera?
The big camera that we have on right now.
The big one you got up?
I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Man, it looks just his face is like he's like looking straight at Wolverine, like he's gonna mess him up. Like I get the effect, like spot on. I don't know what Wolverine's doing, man. He looks like a freaking like child on him. Dang. You said this thing was heavy, right? Like, how much did it weigh, or how much would you estimate it weighs?
I would say, let me see, how heavy is the? It's not quite as heavy as the Fury of the Beast, which I think is like 60 pounds. So I think this one probably weighs around 35, 40 pounds maybe.
Okay, that's not too bad. What's up, George? Oof. I swear, like we should like whenever we do the East Coast meet, just like have a. I don't smoke, but I feel like I would smoke in front of you guys to like enjoy a statue.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun.
So speaking of that, I'm probably going to do something around. What is it? What is it? Awesome Con.
When is that again?
That's in June.
June. Oh yeah, it'd be summer, so it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about doing something here in the DMV area. It's in June.
We gotta send out the invites now. It's April, May, June, like 2 months away. So.
Well, I mean,
Your
sure,
house.
like you know.
I'll send
900 million guys. So everybody's welcome. You're welcome to come through. It'll be although I do have a bar, it'll be BYOB and BYOF.
Road Dog says, light them if you got them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But that's it, man. I'm really stoked about the piece. I'm hyped about it. It's really cool. Hats off to the group that did it. They pulled it off really well. I like it. And anybody gets their hands on one, congratulations. So
It looks great.
I'll go back to my seat.
Yeah, take your time. I'm gonna put it back to the regular camera. And I'll remove this one. But yeah, man, like Ed, are you unboxing that statue right now? I'm thinking about hitting Awesome Con this year. Let's go, man. Spider, where you located, man? We should go. Can you still hear me, Matt?
Yeah, I can, but you're on the other. Let me mute the other camera and put this one on.
I'll mute it. I got it. I could do it from here.
Oh, you said you do it.
Yeah. That work out? Can you still hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's better. Where's that other camera?
I don't know. It's not on right now though.
Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. I gotta go back into.
I'll put this big.
All right, there we go. Does that work?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you on this camera. Can you mute camera 2 and then have this one the volume?
Yeah, 1 second. Is that better?
No, you're still on that one.
Is that better?
Don't worry about it. I can hear you.
I muted both of them. But yeah, man, it looks great. Like I got that feeling. I was like, now I feel like I need to order a statue, even though I don't. The jealousy is kicking in right now. So.
Well, again, this one it took a long time for this piece to get here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's really, really cool.
Do you know this guy by chance? Spider's saying, I'm thinking about hitting AwesomeCon this year.
I don't know Spider.
You don't know
Hey, Spider, if you come through, Steve will be here grilling hot dogs and hamburgers.
I will. Shoot. I'm getting pretty good at the.
Yeah, AwesomeCon's in DC, man. If you guys come through, I said it before, how I can throw something. I've got a grill. We can throw something out there, and people can come over and hang out for a little bit.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
And we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it. I hate when people say it, but like, I guess I should ask you, when's the next one coming?
Next statue?
Yeah.
I'm I'm not gonna say I'm retired. I'll never say never.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, unless there's a piece out there that I really, really want to get, I don't know when the next one's gonna come. I do, you guys know that I guess the Thanos on Throne's another piece that I'll acquire at some point. That's an awesome piece I want to have in my collection. Just a matter of timing and funding for it. I've got a couple other pieces I'm trying to maybe sell or move to help fund that piece.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get in a position to get that piece, I'll get it in and add to the collection. But I'm in chill mode right now, especially with I got a lot of stuff going on for the summer, so it's chill for me right now.
That's perfectly fine, man. Like, I know other people are like, I don't know, but when I get that itch, like they act like druggies.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. There's a lot of pieces out there I'd love to get, but I'm happy with where my collection is. I don't have a whole lot of pieces, but I've got quality pieces that I like. And that's it. I mean, I have my display the way it's comfortable for me.
This guy Spider is probably from Maryland. Only people from Maryland say this. Nice. I'm not far from DC. Like, he's probably from Maryland.
He might be in Virginia. I don't know. North Carolina. Who knows?
Yeah, but we'll meet up,
glad you're on here, Spider. That's for sure.
Hell yeah! If you're going to AwesomeCon, we'll be there, so we'll get to meet up with you. Ed COVID says, "I'm with you, Matt. I've scaled down and also hope to get that Thanos on Throne someday." Dang. I will.
Yeah, so the Doc and I have a lot in common. Although Doc, that King Conan is still in the back of my mind somewhere,
Oh yeah,
if you're a Conan guy, that's a piece you want.
Ed's always thinking of you. Well, Ed always mentions you when he posts up pictures. He always goes like, "I think Matt's gonna like this one" or whatever. It's always you and. Oh wow, Kisa says he's from Maryland. What? He lives in Easton. I didn't know that. Kisa's. That means you're DMV. That's like
that's on the other side of that's on the eastern shore.
By Chesapeake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kisses, man. I can't give you any more hate now since you're part of the the East Coast. Patrick says, speaking of waiting for pieces, I just got an email telling me that my 1/10 Iron Studios Captain America Sam Wilson is delayed. Wow. Even 1/10 stuff is getting delayed. I know a lot of Hot Toys are getting delayed too, so that's crazy.
My sister got in that 1/3 Wonder Woman Hydra.
Oh, I want that one. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a good deal on that one.
So I was thinking about we haven't opened it yet. I was thinking I may call you up when we open it up so we can do a review on that as well.
Hell yeah.
It's really cool. It looks really cool.
He went to school in Old Mill. I know Glen Burnie.
Glen Burnie.
Glen Burnie, okay. Yeah, all right, man. All right.
Keith's come home in June, buddy.
Does he really?
No, I don't.
Oh, you mean like
I'm telling him to come home in June when AwesomeCon is.
Yeah. Your sister got it. Why? Like we gotta unbox that thing ASAP, man, before it gets too hot.
Dude, I saw the boxes, man. They're freaking huge.
That's all Prime 1 stuff, man. It's always huge.
They're two huge boxes, man. They look bigger than kitchen cabinets.
That's Prime 1, man.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to plan that up someday. That'd be fun because that Hydra is amazing. I've seen a bunch of videos on that thing, and I want it so bad, but I gotta play the patience game, man.
Yeah, I kind of wanted it too, but I don't have any 1/3 pieces. But it doesn't look that big of a 1/3, I guess, because it's so much detail in the base. But I haven't seen it yet, so I can't speculate. I'm just looking at it from pictures I've seen of other guys post.
Yeah.
But if I did get it, I do have a spot it would go in, but I don't think I will.
I'm getting that one, and I'm also gonna go for the Green Lantern, the one Pudgy's getting.
Which one? I didn't hear you now.
No, I'm gonna go for the Prime 1 Green Lantern. It's the yeah.
Wait a minute. So, all right. So you've got villains. So you're doing villains.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just doing Marvel villains, or are you gonna do DC villains too?
Just Marvel.
Okay.
I gotta focus, man. If I do
well,
DC,
that's a focus.
Doomsday, Darkseid, and all those other guys, I'm screwed after that.
That's okay.
That's not okay. That's not.
Sinestro.
Sinestro. Oh, the Sinestro core would be amazing.
That Sinestro's dope, man. The Sinestro complements that Green Lantern.
It does. It'd be like cool bookends, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I'm talking about. See?
Yeah. I think about all of this. I gotta suppress it, you know? I gotta
and you've got the Hush. So you've got to get either a Darkseid or a Doomsday on the other side.
I don't have to do anything, man. No, I'm kidding. I wish I had more room, but I'm kind of glad I don't.
It's all right.
So
I had a lot of statues, and they were all in boxes. I never had them unboxed. They were all in my attic, and just because I didn't have enough space to display them, or I didn't really want to display them in my older house, my previous house, and so when we moved, I got all these boxes. My wife was like, "You didn't have this. You didn't have this. You just bought this." And I'm like, "No, I've had it. Trust me, I've had it."
you got to put like a date marker on it, you know, 2020 or something.
Yeah, I know. But it was crazy. But the funny thing is, when you're doing that, you kind of lose track of how many boxes or how much stuff you have. I mean, you have it in the back of your head. But until you actually take it out and put it in, and like when I was moving, I took all those boxes and I looked at them. And I was like, "Dang, man, I have a lot of stuff."
Yeah,
and I didn't realize it, you know.
Yeah,
and that's how stuff accumulates.
it's like when you pick them up and move them is like when you're like, God, like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want to chat for a little bit, but like I'm going crazy with the Bowens right now. Just going for the bust though, for the bust, nothing else.
Yeah, I saw that, and that's cool. You know what? I'm gonna get from behind this chair. I'm gonna go to the other chair. Hold on a second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Nelson says if she got the Wonder Woman versus Hydra, you should get the medieval Batman. That one's going for sale recently too on the aftermarket.
No, she's only doing heroines.
Oh, okay. Well, Nelson, I'm sorry.
Steve, I'm gonna close this camera and go to the other one.
Okay, take your time, man. I'll remove this one, kick it, and then we'll just use this one. We'll do this. Well, Keith says Nelson, Patrick. Anything else you guys want to bring up while we're here? I got the internet on my right screen, so if you guys want to talk about anything in the internet, let me know. But yeah, that was a cool unboxing. This thing is a beast. Not that. This guy.
I can hear you better. Might not see me. Well, actually, let me go to the other side. Yeah,
It's better. It's better this way. I'm kidding. Nelson said, "Well, I tried."
Oh man! All right, that's
Huge,
cool.
huge congrats.
That's better.
You look like John right now. John's
right?
like camera's always on the side in the very corner, and his statues are like surrounding him now. It's
Yeah.
so Matt, man, like I gotta ask you, since you're a Bowen collector, like the Bowen group, they're quiet, man. They don't want to come online. They post pictures here and there. You post a picture, they're like, oh, that's nice, but they're quiet. They're so quiet.
So I don't know, but they may be older guys. So that might be one of the things. Then again, I see a lot of the younger guys on there, and they say I just got this in or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess it's kind of old school. Bowen's old school. Yeah, I have no idea why. But again, some of them might be older guys. That's probably.
I think that's it, because I tried inviting them over or try to like post up my Bowens on the Bowen groups and talk to them through there, but they say congrats, it's cool, and then they disappear. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Patrick's asking, what do you guys think of the XM Rebirth line? I think you had the dark side for this one, right?
I do have the dark side.
Nice.
To me, that dark side is the best dark side statue made. It's 1/6, but it's still good size.
Yeah.
It fits in well with the quarter scale stuff. Some of the other pieces, I like them, but they didn't really pop enough for me. Like that Wonder Woman, again, it's a 1/6 piece, and it just wasn't. It's a really cool piece, but I like the Queen Studios concept one better.
Yeah.
So that's the one that I chose. That Hawkman, I don't know if you paid that. That's a cool piece too, but again, it's XM's XM. I mean, they come up with some great detail statues. I mean, you can't go wrong with quality and their stuff.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with this line too. It's 1/6, so it's definitely a lot of detail too for like, especially this one. I think freaking Cash had this one. He said it was amazing in person.
Yeah, that is a really cool piece. Again, though, I wish if it was a bigger piece, I'd probably have that piece.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't jump on this one. I would have got it because it's smaller. I would have just dedicated a shelf to it, but
yeah.
That's a cool line though. That's a good question. But back to Bowens, man. I don't get to talk to anybody about Bowens, so I'm going to talk to you about Bowens.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can talk all day long.
So the Silver Surfer, everyone keeps asking me, why does that command that price? It's over like $1,000, a 1/6 statue, right? I keep telling them it's rare, it's chromed, and it's one of those sought after pieces. So everyone that has it doesn't want to sell it, you know?
Right.
Like
That's
me,
the reason why
I don't wanna
it's
sell
got a high ES, so it's not a rare piece, but it's rare in the sense that nobody wants to sell it.
Mhm.
You could find them, but if the guy who wants to sell it, that's what he wants for it. And you know, you see, I've got one. You know, I don't plan on selling mine. Of course, everything has its price, but you know, and that's the reason why. And it's a classic piece. It's like one of the first surfers that was done, you know, in that pose, in a museum pose like that. In fact, I think it was the first museum pose. It's the first one that I've ever seen. There was some other Hard Hero, I think, did a surfer. I know Bowen does have another surfer that's an action where he's on the board surfing. Yeah, which is a cool piece too. I like that piece as well. But the museum pose, a lot of the museum poses, some of them are rare to see, and they command a good price. Like the Black Panther's another one.
Oh, I love that one too. But yeah I gotta stay away, man. Yeah,
that Black Panther's another good Bowen museum pose. There's two of them. There's one with the cape and one without the cape.
I like the cape.
Yeah. So that's a cool one.
Do you see the Bowens? I'll tell you right now, I don't see them going under the No, I don't see the prices for those going down. I always see them either going up, always going up.
Yeah, I think their price will always. There is a bottom line for them. I think that'll be there with Bowen. They may go up again. The economic time right now, you will find a deal from every now and then. Somebody might be like, hey, listen, I'm getting out, or I want to do this, or I just want to pass on the savings. So they may just go ahead and put it out. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're classic. The classic pieces, man. What can you say, man?
Yeah. I want to talk to these guys. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to Han. I want to talk to Dion. Dion is amazing. He has Dion. Dion?
No.
Han.
There's another guy. Oh man, he's really cool. I talked to him before. Matter of fact, he was doing a live stream, and he was on the stream, and I was talking with him too. It wasn't Han. It was can't remember his name. I'll have to go back and find out. He has a lot of Bowens too. He's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm glad I got into the Bowens. Like, I got lucky when you mentioned like someone was trying to sell their whole lot, and I was like, hey, I don't want to buy the whole lot, but I kind of want to, I want to buy a good amount, like 10 of them or something.
Yeah.
He said, pick your 10, and like I gave him a price, and he was like, no problem, because he wants to get rid of them.
Right.
So I was like, I got lucky with that guy. But
yeah, that's cool.
The rest are going like for triple, double of like everything. So.
Yeah, and for me, it was always just been a few pieces of the Bowens that I wanted to get. But that's with me with all my pieces. If I see something I like or I want to get, I'll get it. My brother, which you've seen before, he's got a lot of Bowens. That's pretty much primarily what he collects. I think he has pretty much all the busts. There may be a few busts that he doesn't have, but for the most part, he has quite a collection of the busts, and he's also got some of the good fair amount of the. Thanks, man.
Big Silva.
Don't stay on the fence, man. It's a great piece. Especially to have in your collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you full-size Bowens as well. So I went over his house the other day, and he had, not the other day, but a while back, and he had the Galactus just like laying on the dresser somewhere. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you?
I know. That's where you pick it up, and you no, that's where you pick it up. You take it back home. You're like, this is where it sits, right behind me in the bar. Yeah, give it its respect, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I never even thought about that. Like the Bowen collectors are older, so they don't really care about being on YouTube or talking about it at all. So
yeah,
it's that's interesting. I never thought about that one.
Yeah. And I was it's funny, man. I was surprised, man, because I was like, man, Steve's going back into the Bowens, because I remember you had Bowens, man. You were
I had a nice collection. Yeah. then I sold them, and then I don't want them back, but I just because like I made a rule for myself, just go for the bust because they take less space. Just thinking about it, I was like, man, I could go for the Deadpool, the Black Panther, the
yeah. I know. Yeah. Again, that's you know, there's only a few pieces that I've got the. I like Maestro. Maestro's a really cool character for me. I've got that Maestro Bowen.
The bust where like he has his arms out.
I have the bust and I have the full size piece.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The full size one is that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's a cool. I have both of those. And I also like that Maestro, the XM Maestro on Throne.
I might sell my Silver Surfer for that one if anybody wants.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's an awesome piece, man. But I was talking to Jarhead about that, man. I was like,
Jarhead's the guy, yeah.
yeah. Jarhead and I were talking about that. I was like, that's a piece I'd really like to have in my collection, but I just don't know. It's such a huge piece. It's a huge footprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it has everything, man. It has like all those capsules, Doctor Strange cape, Iron Man.
Trust me. Listen, I get it. I know. I'd love to have it. I don't know. I just, you know, where I would display it. I could find space to put it, but you know, for me, less is more.
Yeah, it's gonna take up a dining room table is like what it's gonna take. So
yeah,
and I gotta eat, you know. Oh man, but yeah, like we'll do a chat. Well, I'll start it up sometime soon.
Okay.
Just Bowen chat, and then like if the Bowen guys, you know, trickle down, and we could talk about Bowens all night, you know.
That works. I don't care.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Get some Bowens out.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll schedule something whenever you're free, whenever you have time. Thursdays, Fridays, whenever you're not busy, you know. So I know Tuesdays, like you're always welcome, but I know you're busy and everything, so it's all good.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. I'll hit you up. It's just been kind of, you know.
Yeah. It's
life happens, man. So
statues put a pause on it for a little bit. You get to enjoy that little. I think that's why we got them.
It also relieves the itch though. So the guys who take a break from it, your itch will go away in a little bit.
So I don't know if you know Jose, but Jose does. I don't know if he does them or he buys custom Bowens, like characters that Bowen didn't end up doing. But this guy's crazy. This guy's crazier than both of us right here, Jose.
So are they characters that he didn't end up doing, or are they Bowens that have been like repainted or resculpted to another character?
I think a little bit of both. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like where they reconstructed Captain America into like another character or something.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know which one he does. I think he does both, but like.
Is that why it's called Bowen?
Yeah. He's crazy. Jose's crazy. Jose he made me buy the blob, and I love the blob, man. So he knows what I think. Yeah,
but so I guess Jose, the question is, do you take a Bowen statue and turn it into a character that's never been done?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or because it's got the same pose and everything, but it's just a different character. Or is it just a whole new? I mean, that wouldn't be a buy one. That'd be something else, right?
Yeah.
Just another 6-scale statue.
I try to get this guy online too, but this guy's camera shy or something. I don't know. Talks all the smack behind. You know. I've done that as well.
Cool.
Yeah, well, Matt, thanks again. Big congrats, man. Like, I feel like whenever we say congrats, it's like we just had a baby or something. Like, what are you saying congrats for? Like,
no, I need to have a cigar and some scotch, man. You know.
Yeah,
which I probably will do a little bit later on. Well, not the cigar. I'll definitely have my scotch, so that'll happen.
It'll go down smoother after the itch has been, taken care of.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thanks again, man. It's good seeing you too, man. Like it's crazy. You hit me up and I was like, Matt's retired. I thought, it's summer, so he's busy, Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for putting it up, man. Thanks for putting it on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I always have fun doing these things. Like Jose ever shows up, we could do a couple more unboxings with that guy with his custom stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely push forward with that Bowen talk. We could do that pretty soon. Yeah. And this guy right here,
Thanks,
with Spider pretty soon at what was Awesome Con? We'll meet up with
AwesomeCon.
him. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jose, Big Silva, Spider, Patrick, everybody else, man. Like, have a great rest of your night. And there you go. Nelson's back too. Yeah, you all have a great night, and we'll see
I got
you later.